Hello viewers and welcome to another top 10 Mario Maker video. So in this top 10 I'll be talking about the 10 bosses that I want to see in Mario Maker 3. Now I was really happy that they actually included the couplings in Mario Maker 2, but there's no denying it that they're almost like Bowser Jr. and Boom Boom. You just jump on their head 3 times and you win. And I'm glad that each one has their own move pool and uses, but at the end they're all the same honestly. I really like them, but I really wish they introduced more unique bosses, and that's what I'm going to be discussing in this video. I'll give you 10 bosses that are unique, and I'm going to talk about their move pools, how you can beat them, and why they'll fit this the sequel. So I hope you guys enjoy. So at number 10 we've got Camilla from Super Mario Galaxy. Now the reason why I think Camilla can fit in this game perfectly is because we already have Kamek, and she's like Kamek, but she requires 3 hits instead of 1. Which is why I think she can fit perfectly, just an upgraded version of Kamek. Now the way you can beat her is first, you can actually wait for her to summon her own Koopa shells, which you can use her own Koopa shells as ammos to hit her. Or you can wait for her magic to turn blocks, just like how Kamek does, into Koopa shells or Buzz Beetle shells, which you can use then as ammos. So just to summarize, Camilla is an upgraded version of Kamek that requires 3 hits, which is why I think she can be super useful or super easy to implement and a good idea. Up next is the Womp King. Now Womps were actually in Mario Bros DS, so I think they can easily include them in Mario Maker 3 along with their king. Now unlike the Womps, the king should not come from the background to crush Mario. Instead he should be on the same ground, and once he crushes Mario or tries to crush him, you move out of the way and you ground pound his back. Do it 3 times and you win. Now let's say you're not playing in the new Super Mario Bros U version. How can you ground pound his back? Well, there should be other methods, just like such as using the Goomba Shoe or the Stiletto. You can use a ground pound by using these 2 items, or maybe using the blast radius from the bomb arm to crack his back, or using the power block to hit him as well. So there should be other ways to damage him. So yeah, I think the Womp King would fit perfectly in this game. Up next is Petty Piranha from Mario Bros DS and Mario Sunshine. Now, like I said, she already appeared in Mario Bros DS, so I think they can easily include her in the next Mario Maker game, since she already appeared in a 2D title. Now, unfortunately, in the Mario Bros DS, she does not have her signature move, which is spitting out mud, or the ball of mud, or the ball of dirt, or whatever you call it. So I really think they should implement it to her in the next Mario Maker game if they do decide to include her, because she's way too easy in Mario Bros DS. And I really hope they actually give her her signature move from Mario Sunshine if they include her in Mario Maker 3. So at number 7, we've got Squizzer from Super Mario Galaxy 2. Now I know this is an odd choice, but let me explain. So the way you beat him in Super Mario Galaxy 2 is that you have to wait for him to open his mouth and then you hit his mouth, or you hit him with fire. Or you feed him fire basically. So since you can become Fire Mario in Mario Maker by getting the Fire Flower, I consider this working. So the way he would work, first of all, he is immobile, so he does not move from his place, which makes him an excellent boss since you can use him in so many contraptions easily. Second, he will start attacking you by throwing spike balls or sand balls or bombs at you. And after he finishes that phase, he opens his mouth and you can feed him fire, or you can actually hit him with the Koopa shell once he opens his mouth, or the bomb and so on. So I can easily see him working in Mario Maker 3. So at number 6 we've got Poltergeist, one of my favorite bosses in the Mario Galaxy series. So the way I can see him working is that he actually tries to attack you with his rocks, or by throwing rocks at you. And one of the rocks, the black one specifically, breaks down into bamboos, or in that game, Mario Maker 3, into bombs. And you have to use his own weapon against him to break his outer shell. Like I said, I can easily see this working in Mario Maker 3, since you can use his own weapon, the bomb, against him. And just like Squizard, he is stationary, which makes him an excellent boss for contraptions and an excellent boss overall to use. Now, Fiery Gobblegut is one of my favorite bosses in the Mario Galaxy series, so I think having him along with his regular version, Gobblegut, in the game would be really nice. So the way they would behave is similar to Charvags in the 3D world style. Basically, they'll try to attack Mario from the ground, and then they might pop up from the foreground to the background, or from the background to the foreground, just like how Charvags are. Now, instead of being immune to attacks, you can actually damage his weak spot, the bulges that are coming out of his body, the 6 bulges. You can actually damage them by hitting them with a Koopa shell, with several fire from the Fire Flower, with spikes, spike balls, and so on. So yeah, I think having a Gobble God would be really nice, since he can behave like a Charvard, but instead of being immune, he can be a boss and have like 6 weaknesses, or like 6 weak spots. Kingpin comes at 4th place. Now I really like the design of this boss, he looks cool and menacing. And the way he could work for Mario Maker 3 as an underwater boss is similar to Bowser Jr. from the new Super Mario Bros. U. You know how you have to lure those torpedo jets towards Bowser Jr. to attack him? Well, it can work similar to this one. So Kingpin sends out these robot fishes towards you, these robot bomb sharks towards you, homing at you. Now you can actually use them or lure them back to Kingpin to damage him. I think that would be a really cool idea for a boss. And that's why I really want to see Kingpin. He would work really well as a boss and he looks awesome. So at 3rd place we've got Lucky Thunder from Mario Bros. DS and Gigi Lakitu from Super Mario Galaxy 2. So these bosses are similar, they're both Lakitus that shoot lightning from their cloud, so I can see them behaving similarly, or one of them making it to the game. Now the reason why I think that'd be a cool idea is, first of all, having a Lakitu shoot lightning from his cloud is a really cool idea and looks awesome. Second is, you know how you can give Lakitu any item to throw? Well, imagine if this Lakitu can throw, for example, flying Podoboos towards you or Podoboos towards you. So now it would be raining fire and lightning. That would be a really cool boss battle, honestly. So instead of having only one attack where he shoots lightning and just throwing spinies, I guess, you can actually interchange a spiny with anything you want. Piranha plants, Podoboos, spike balls, and that would be a really cool idea for a boss. Now, King Bob-omb is one of my favorite bosses in the Mario series. I know he's super easy and his design is simple, but I just like him overall. And I can easily see him making his way to Mario Maker 3. He's just too simple, so it would be really easy to implement him. So the way you attack him or defeat him is you have to wait for him to throw his Bob-omb army at you, and you have to use one of the Bob-ombs to hit him back. Just like how you beat him in Mario Bros. In the Mario 64 DS, sorry. So yeah, like I said, I can easily see him making his way to Mario Maker 3 because of how easy he is to implement and to beat. So yeah, he's at number 2. So taking the gold spot is King Boo. Now I want the design from Luigi's Mansion 3 since he looks really cool and awesome with his purple eyes and blue tongue and so on. So the way I can see him working in Mario Maker 3 is, first of all, having King Boo would be awesome in general. Now, like for his move pool, I can see him using lightning or attacking you with thunder just like how he does in Luigi's Mansion 2 and 3. So he can summon multiple lightnings towards you and you have to stand in the right spot to dodge all of them. Second, I can see him at least shooting a blue fire from his mouth, and this blue fire can home in on Mario. Now imagine this, him shooting blue fire and you have to lure those homing fireballs towards a frozen ice cone or a bomb to explode. That would work really cool as a boss and as a contraption overall. So yeah, having King Boo in Mario Maker 3 would be really cool overall, and I can see him having a lot of moves to attack you with, from lightning or thunder to fire, maybe even bombs and so on. Anyways guys, that's my list. I really hope you enjoyed it. Leave in the comments your top 10 or top 5 bosses you want to see. Now before I go, I just want to mention some honorable mentions. Mommy Pokey from Mario Bros. DS. I can see him working in the game, coming out from the sand or from the ground and shooting at you. I can also see Monty Tank working as well, also from Mario Bros. DS. Now a boss from 3D World would be Monthly Boss Blob, one of my favorite bosses. I would really like to see him. I'm not sure how he's gonna work, but still, he would be really cool. Also Prince Bully. We already have Bully, so having Prince Bully and Big Bully and so on, and Chief Chili would be really nice. And what else? Oh yeah, Bug-a-Boom as well from Mario Galaxy. You can ground pound on his back, or he would behave similarly to King Womp, where you have to attack his back specifically. And yeah, I guess that's it. Oh yeah, also forgot to mention Dino Piranha and Fiery Dino Piranha. Now I really like Fiery Dino Piranha, he's one of my favorite Mario Galaxy bosses. And I would really like to see him in the game. The issue is I really don't know how he would be implemented, since you have to attack his tail specifically to bounce it back on his head. Maybe you can throw a Koopa Shell on his tail and it would bounce automatically, or maybe you can actually carry it, just like how you can carry a power block and so on. Not sure, but having these bosses would be really nice. I just did not include them because I really don't know how to implement them, or they're just way too basic. Just like the Mommy Poke, I guess. So anyways guys, thank you for watching.